This video is not made for kids, it's for older fans and adults, so fuck off and enjoy the video.
Murdoch goes missing. Murdoch is a big orange tender engine with a big heart and is always pulling the heaviest goods trains on the island of Sodor. He has 10 driving wheels and looks very strong. Murdoch is also friends with everyone he meets on his travels.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Nice day for a sprint.
A sprint, Murdoch? Don't be daft. I'm just keeping it easy at my slow pace.
Hello, Toby. Are you enjoying some peace and quiet?
You bet, Murdoch. Every time I finish my jobs, I always go to the farm and see the animals that are there.
By any chance, do those farm animals make any loud noises?
Not at all, Murdoch.
That's good to hear. I hope I don't see any more sheep blocking my line again.
Hey Salty, look! Murdoch is here!
Ahoy there, Murdoch. Have you brought more heavy cargo for Cranky to load?
I sure have, Salty. Have you been telling more of your tall tales to the other engines now that you sleep at Brendam?
I certainly have, matey. Want to hear the tale of the Sodor Spirit?
Yes, please, Salty.
Oh boy, not another one of those stories again.
One morning, Murdoch was at Natford's sheds waiting for his fire to start when the Fat Controller arrived.
Good morning, Murdoch. I have a very important assignment for you today.
An important assignment, sir?
Why, yes, of course, Murdoch. I need you to head back to Brendam to fetch a heavy load for Vickerstown. You must make sure to refill your tender before you start your job for today.
Refill my tender, sir? I'm sure I've got plenty of coal and water as I only refilled yesterday. I am a very big engine though, so I can reassure you that I'll be just fine.
Very well then, Murdoch, but you go easy with your workload today.
As Murdoch was making his way to Brendam Docks, his driver was concerned.
I think we do need to refill your tender before we get to the docks.
Don't worry, driver. I'm sure I've got just enough coal and water for my journey to Brendam.
But as Murdoch pulled into Natford, he saw a queue of engines waiting at the water tower.
Hello, Murdoch. Have you come to refill your tender with water?
No, thank you, Emily. I'm just passing by on my way to Brendam. If I find another water tower on the main line, then perhaps I do need to refill after all.
You know, Murdoch, you can simply go behind the line and wait your turn if you need refilling.
It's okay, Rebecca. I can find another water tower somewhere on the main line. I'm hoping it will be full by the time I find one.
Murdoch proceeded his way to Brendam Docks once again. But as he approached the next water tower, he noticed an out-of-order sign and was a bit disappointed.
Oh, bother. That water tower is out of order. Oh well. I've still got enough steam to get to Brendam. Although I might need to refill it with coal as well.
By the time Murdoch came to the coal hopper on the main line, he saw Thomas, Percy and Arthur waiting in line.
Hello, you three. Do you all need to be refilled with coal?
Yes, we do, Murdoch. We have places we need to go to.
Thomas has to do his branch line run, and I've got to take the mail.
And I also need to head back to the fishing village.
Well, if that's the case, I might as well find another coal hopper that doesn't have a queue of engines.
As Murdoch continued his way to Brendan once again, he spotted another coal hopper, but it was all empty.
Oh dear, I'm running low on fuel, and I really need to find another fueling station before I can go to Brendam. But I can't give up at this rate.
Then there was trouble. As Murdoch puffed along the line, some faulty points accidentally diverted him into an overgrown, disused siding. And suddenly, he came to a stop at a set of buffers.
Lost my buffers. I went down the wrong track. I better turn back, otherwise I'll be late with my delivery.
You can't turn back now, your tender is completely empty. Now we'll have to go for another help.
When Murdoch looked in his tender, he realised his driver was right and felt very embarrassed.
Oh no! You're right, driver. I can't move my wheels if my tender is empty. No one will be able to find me in this siding if there's too many trees in the way.
As Murdoch's crew went to find help, Murdoch was left alone in the siding, hoping for someone to come to his rescue. Down at the dock, Harvey and Salty were waiting for Murdoch to pick up his truck when they noticed something rather strange.
That's strange. I wonder what's taken Murdoch so long.
Can you see him from up there, Cranky?
I can't find anything that's orange, Salty.
Even hooks! Murdoch must have gone missing.
Sir, Harvey and I are gonna go on a little search for our dear friend Murdoch. We won't be long.
Very well then, but make sure you come straight back once you find Murdoch.
Aye aye, sir. Come on, Harvey. Onward we go.
In the disused siding, Murdoch was waiting for his crew to return and felt really sorry for himself after losing all of his steam.
I've got no steam left and I have to wait to be rescued. But at least I'm not stuck by noisy sheep again. What a beautiful fish. I never noticed that sort of thing usually. Always too busy pulling heavy freight on the main line.
When the back controller received a phone call from the dock manager, he was stern.
Murdoch has gone missing and has not arrived at the docks. I'd better report this to my engines immediately.
What's wrong, sir? You seem pretty suspicious.
Murdoch has not arrived at the docks to pick up his load for Vickerstown and has suddenly gone missing.
Oh no! Murdoch has gone missing! We better find him now!
What's going on here?
We heard someone say that Murdoch has gone missing, and we saw him earlier today!
If Murdoch has disappeared, then we must all go and search for him together.
Good idea, Arthur! How about we go slowly and carefully, since Murdoch enjoys peace and quiet?
Even better, Emily! We should probably split up and search along the main line. Come on, everyone!
As the engines started their search for Murdoch, they surprisingly met up with Harvey and Salty, who were also involved with the search.
Oi, mateys! Are you all searching for Murdoch?
Yes, we are, Salty.
We're searching for Murdoch ourselves too.
That's good. At least you can help us look for Murdoch since you were both friends with him when he first arrived on Sodor.
Another good idea would be to split up and look for clues. Harvey and Salty, you search along the middle line. Emily and Rebecca will search the left line. And Thomas, Percy and I will continue on the right line.
And so, the search for Murdoch was on. Emily and Rebecca searched the left side. Harvey and Salty searched the middle. And Thomas, Percy and Arthur searched the right. Meanwhile, Murdoch was starting to enjoy the peace and quiet while he was still stuck in the siding.
This is very peaceful in this siding. Who's this? Oh, hello, Mr. Frog.
I may be gentle, I'm not that strife, but there's nothing quite like the real things in life. When the birds all sing and the fishes they swim. All these simple things in life.
Murdoch? Murdoch!
Murdoch? Are you there?
Can you see Murdoch anywhere, Salty?
Not a single orange engine in sight, Harvey.
Where could Murdoch be? Surely he hasn't gone too far.
It's no use, Thomas. We're never going to find Murdoch now.
If we go a bit slowly, then we can look really carefully for something orange.
They swim. All these simple things.
I can hear singing, and it's coming from that siding.
I may be clever and ever so smart, but here Mother Nature is changing my heart. When the frogs all croak and the butterflies fly, all these simple things in life. When the birds all sing and the fishes they swim, all these simple things in life. When the birds all sing and the fishes they swim, all these simple things in life. All these simple things in life.
Murdoch! There you are!
We've been worried about where you've gone.
You've got a beautiful singing voice.
Thanks for coming to my rescue, everyone. Luckily, I was diverted into this siding when my tender was empty and I lost all my steam.
Don't worry, Murdoch. We'll get you out of that siding.
Once Thomas, Percy and Arthur were coupled up behind Murdoch, they pulled the big engine with all their might. They reversed out of the siding and were back on the main line. Harvey, Salty, Emily and Rebecca were very surprised and delighted to see Murdoch again.
Hooray! You've found Murdoch!
Hello, you lot. Have you all come to find me?
Say no more, matey. Let's get you home.
That evening, Murdoch was back at Knapford, being refilled with enough coal and water. The Fat Controller was very pleased to see him again.
Welcome back, Murdoch. We're certainly glad to have you back. Were you upset when your tender was empty?
Only for a while, sir. Then I started to enjoy the peace and quiet, which I truly deserved.
Well, maybe in future you should always refill your tender first, before running any errands around the island.
I understand, sir. Anyway, who did you ask to take my place in picking up those goods for Vickerstown?
I've already asked Henry to do your job, as you were still missing at the time. Not to worry, he's delivered it safely and right on time.
That's good, sir. Now that my tender is full again, do you have another job for me tonight?
Another load apparently arrived at Brendam not long ago, and it too needs to go to Vickerstown with the train you were supposed to take earlier.
Then I'll be honoured to help out again, sir.
That's the spirit, Murdoch. If you're nearly low on fuel, you know the drill.
Of course I do, sir. Off I go to Brendam once again.
Murdoch was happy to be steaming again now that his tender was all refilled and good to go. And he really did enjoy the peace and quiet in the siding. Secretly, Murdoch was hoping to go back to the siding again for his peace. But that's another story.